Hey, my name is Lucas.
And my name is Jacob.
The Bro Show Podcast. Hi.
What's up with you?
NM. HBU.
Nothing much. Oh, and then how about you?
Oh, yeah. Little MSN talk. You never really... We're on MSN.
No, but I feel like people do always use shortcuts. I actually don't think I'm a shortcut gal. I'm more of one of those people where I'd rather just misspell stuff than doing shortcuts. So, for example, when I'm spelling definitely, to be quite honest, most of the time I'm like, wait, how do I spell this? So I'm just going to spell it in how I think I spell it.
Autocorrect will fix it.
Yeah, but like from texting with you, you also aren't a shortcut person.
Am I? I say like perf a lot.
I guess I am kind of a shortcut person, but I guess when would I say nothing much? I just don't really say.
Oh yeah, I kind of want to bring back like full MSN talk. Like instead of nothing, you say nuttin. Nuttin, like spelling stuff.
People actually said that on MSN.
At least in my like MSN little groups.
I say
like,
nuttin as a joke now.
People would like write stuff in like a way where it was spelled wrong, but like just kind of cooler.
Oh, okay.
For example, like cool with a K.
And look with a UY, a UW.
Oh, that's like a new one, like Luke.
Yeah, that's probably not.
That's
MSN.
a Luke. Like you're talking about like a Vogue moment.
Oh yeah, I didn't use MSN.
Oh yeah.
I'm more of like
I'm a 90s kid.
Yeah, I'm more of like
Gen Z.
more of a Dino Nuggets kid.
Oh, you're what do they call them? Wait, isn't there a word for Gen Zers? It's like a Z. I forgot what it was.
Zoomers?
Oh, Zoomers. You're a Zoomer.
I don't know how to do anything without the internet. I always cause a ruckus. I think everything surrounds me. You know, I think I don't know how to use anything except the internet.
Just a typical Gen Z boy.
I know.
But now, since we said Luke, I actually thought of something that I wanted to bring up last week, but I didn't.
What? Say it.
So
I'm
it was
excited.
a little conversation that me and Jacob had behind the scenes, but I wanted to bring it to the pod.
So should we play the convo that we had behind the scenes?
Oh yeah, this is why we need to hire an unpaid intern to record us all day, every day for moments like this.
No, I'm not saying I do the most extraordinary stuff, but to tag on what you were saying, I watched the part 1 of Kanye West documentary. And so he had someone film his life since he was 20, and from the first episode, it was for like this mini documentary before he was famous, but then somehow it turned into like decades or whatever. But it made me want to have someone just always film me because it just maybe that means I'm obsessed with myself, but it just sounds fun, just like making YouTube videos once a week, and it just has like it just cutting the most boring shit into like a 10-minute video.
I know, but even if you kept it all till the end of the year, I think I'd want to watch anyone's like documentary about their year. Like if you had kind of a boring year, it'd only be like a 15-minute one, you know? But if you had like a crazy year, it could be like an hour and a half, maybe even a 3-part series. Like normalize just people from Cincinnati making documentaries about their year and uploading it to Amazon Prime Video.
I think we've talked about this in a previous podcast. I have a vivid memory of us saying, can more people make documentaries about their average life? We said something along those lines, and I still want... There probably is such things, but yeah, I just want to watch a documentary about Debbie or John from Idaho or from anywhere in the world, and just someone filmed their whole entire life for you, and it's just interesting. I actually think that would be interesting, and just like them having Sunday night dinner with their significant other.
Yeah, and like a minor argument.
Yeah, and then like it would be kind of fun if like the like whole documentary has like a theme being like, this was the year like I found out this about myself.
Oh yeah, and they make it all deep. But when I was watching the Kanye documentary, I was just wondering, how many people are there out there who, if they tried to be a rapper like he did, or tried to do something like really where they wanted to become so big, you know, and so they had people film the beginning. How many stories are there? I just want to know if there's any documentaries where like they didn't make it, and like so they just threw away all the footage because they were like, well, whatever, like screw that whole thing. I don't even want to revisit it because like I wonder, you know what I was wondering if like that. Do you think there's people who have done the same thing?
Well, with the Kanye thing, didn't the like film guy who was filming everything,
he believed in him so much, right?
Well, didn't someone was gonna pay him for the footage?
I don't know. What I heard is from when I watched it, he said like, I just believed in Kanye so much, and this is before he just was a producer at this point. He hadn't really had any rap music out. Like he hadn't been like the face of anything yet. But he just had so much faith in him that he was like, I need to start recording this because like there's no doubt in my mind that he's going to be the next big thing.
I feel like...
But was he getting paid?
Okay, no, it was like an hour documentary, so that was a lot, but I'm pretty sure it was a thing. Well, like, he for sure believed in Kanye, but I'm pretty sure he said something like someone in Chicago wanted to do a documentary about up-and-coming rapper.
Oh, so he was. So it started out as like he wasn't just randomly filming.
But then, yeah, but I'm assuming that has happened, like you were saying, like people that did film everything and then like, I guess like
they threw away all the footage because I got so mad.
Yeah. Wait, so what were you gonna bring up at the beginning of?
It was this is the little topic I wanted to bring up.
Yeah, on a hill.
So we were just saying, I think we were talking about photo shoots for some reason, and like just like when people do these photo shoots that are crazy, you know, like sometimes you'll see a photo shoot of somebody doing like I don't know, like I remember like Lindsay Lohan one time did like just a naked ass photo shoot, but it like even though you can just do a naked ass photo shoot for fun, but it kind of made it like cooler because she was like it was like this like cool like I forgot, I think it was like for Vogue or something or like Vanity Fair. So then I was thinking, what was the farthest thing you would do if Vogue asked? Because I was thinking, I was like, I think I would do anything. Like, not that I'm like, I don't think I'll ever be on Vogue or anything. But like, if Vogue randomly emailed me, but if Vogue randomly emailed me and said like, would you literally do a full on porn for Vogue? I'd be like, sure. Like, I'm down to do it for Vogue. Because if anyone ever came at me, I'd just be like, it was for Vogue. It was for Vogue, babe. My Vogue porn. Like, I think, like, yeah, I feel like I would do anything.
This is a good question.
Like, obviously, I wouldn't do like something illegal if they were like, abuse a polar bear. I'd be like, oh no, like I wouldn't do that. What I'm saying is like I'd expose any part of myself.
Okay, because the thing about it is like you know there's this like photographer out there that like does think cutting open animals is like out. I'm guessing that's a thing.
And that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I would even if Vogue said that, I would say no.
Okay, so that's the big question. If Vogue asked you to do that, would you do that?
I would firmly say no.
I know.
Imagine if I was like, yeah,
hell yes,
I would do that for free.
I'd burn the glacier in Alaska. I'm joking.
So I already have said I would do a full on just like the grossest X-rated video. Like would you or would you be like, oh, I'm gonna actually value myself?
Wait. Okay, so this is X-rated video for Vogue, but like, what's on the cover? Because you can't.
Well, the cover would be like it'd be like me like hot, I guess, but then they would say like go to Vogue.com to like see the whole thing.
That's funny.
But I just want to know if other people are on the same wavelength as me. Like, would you also do anything for Vogue or no?
No. I don't know. I feel like I would like. So if they said like, okay, like we kind of want to do like a picture of you getting like your ass eaten, like if someone said that at Vogue, like because we'll go in there, like let's just put us in a situation where like they're kind of saying stuff that is like out of the box and kind of weird. Kind of weird. Well, I feel like to like give it fully do it. I feel like I would have to say, can I like have my own touch to it or something? Or like if they said like, okay, we want to do like a picture of you masturbating for the cover. Like it's the type of thing where like it depends how I'm like right now. I just say, nah, let's think about something else. But yeah, I don't know. But like I'd for sure like do like a G-string photo. Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel like I do like 80% of the stuff. 70% maybe.
Oh, comment below, guys. What would you do for Vogue?
Would you do a porn for Vogue? Basically.
Yeah. All right. Good to know. I feel like just you learn more about someone by their answer.
But then the real question, it gets deeper when it's like, let's say, Cabela's magazine. It says,
oh, Cabela's.
I personally, just because I know what is going off of like how many sales they get and shit, but just because I feel like Vogue is like iconic, and I just wouldn't be down to do a porn for Cabela's magazine. But then again, okay,
I almost might be more because it'd be like iconic because it's so random.
I was on the same wavelength. I'm not even joking, and this is what I actually think. If someone at Vogue said, okay, we want you to do an eating ass photo for the cover, I would actually be like, I just don't know. But if someone at Cabela said, we want you to do a cover of eating someone's ass for the cover of Cabela's magazine, I would actually be more, I would be closer to saying yes in that position because thinking of being at every Cabela's across the nation,
I know, like being on that cover almost is like it's a whole different audience. It's a whole different moment, a whole different demographic.
It's way cooler than being on the cover of Vogue eating ass. It's cooler being on the cover of Cabela's eating ass than the cover of Vogue eating ass, in my opinion.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna add that to my vision board.
Cabela's magazine.
Being like a Cabela's calendar.
I feel like that'd be difficult because you'd have to like be like a professional official or something.
Well, like they might just have me because like they just love my vibe so much.
That's
you
true.
don't do anything to do with outdoors, but be on Cabela's. Our audience loves you.
I mean, it does seem like those places sometimes get good-looking women just because a lot of men shop at those stores. So you could play that part.
Oh, that's true. That's
like a good-looking guy who fishes.
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
that's a bad vibe.
Even if you're good-looking, you can fish or something like that.
That would be the little text on the cover. But I feel like I have to also do an update on the Disney town. Last week I talked about how there's going to be a new Disney city, a new Disney community in Palm Springs, and some people brought it to our attention. They commented that Disney's former town, Celebration, Florida, isn't so happy. It isn't the happiest place on earth. Disney.
Yeah, there was a few comments about some bad stuff that happened.
Murders. Literal. Yeah. I think there's 2 murders. And when I was reading the article on insider.com, it didn't just say murder. It said brutal murder. So I just want you guys to know out there, if you're like, my dream is to live in a Disney town, all my problems will go away, I'd be frolicking with the 7 dwarves and Prince Charming. Nope, you could still get murdered. There's no escaping crime.
Yeah, it is fun that we like do this podcast because we talked about it. And then I saw comments of people saying like, this sounds like my worst nightmare ever. And like, there's a few other people that just said like, this is bad.
The worst nightmare ever, like living in a Disney town?
Yeah, it just sounds annoying. And I do get what they're saying.
I don't know if any of these murders occurred when it was actually a Disney town. Because Celebration, Florida, 10 years ago was sold. Disney sold it. They were like, we don't want to be this anymore.
Oh, so these might have happened after
I don't know if like
town.
I don't know if when Disney was the owner of it, maybe they did prevent murders by having Goofy run around and, you know, Hannah Montana, she's Disney.
Oh yeah, and they would be like the cops.
But then maybe once Disney sold the town, people who lived in the town were pissed and they turned to murder.
That could be.
And houses in Celebration, Florida were actually sold by a lottery because they couldn't just like put it on the market because like there was so much interest. They were like, we're gonna do a lottery. You can join if you put $1,000 down. And they did a lottery.
Oh, so then if so many people joined it, they would still make the money back for the house?
Does that mean that somebody won the lottery and then got murdered in that town? Or did they sell it by that point, do you think?
I don't know. But wait, with that whole lottery selling houses thing, let's say I owned a house.
Mm-hmm.
That was, let's just say it was a lot. It was 1.2 million. And like, it was, a lot of people wanted it. Yeah. And what I said was, let's say like, yeah, a lot of people want it. And I was like, okay, I know like there's literally like 2,000 people that want this house. It's in like New York City or something, or LA, or like Miami, wherever. And 2,000 people are like willing to do the asking price. Then I'm just like, you guys are already rich, so each put $1,000 into this thing and I'm going to pick someone random. Now, like, I guess 1,000, this is like kind of embarrassing that I have to do the math. Like,
wait, how many people did you say were joining
so like,
this?
let's say like 2,000 people are willing to pay 1,000.
Oh, so then you get a
add the
pocket.
zeros, so it'd be 6 zeros. 2,000 times 1,000. I think it would be 2 million. Yeah, that would equal 2 million, and the house is listed for 1.2 million, so you get 800,000.
Even if you just made even if you made everyone pay $200 to join, you would still make a shit ton.
Yeah, I think So. Like, I don't know the legality behind it, but
that does
sound like a good idea.
But then again, to even make this happen, 2,000 people have to want your house.
I know that actually would be difficult.
But still, like, oh my God, we need to incorporate lotteries more into our lives.
Or like, what are some other expensive things? Like, if you have a vehicle that a lot of people want, do a lottery.
Bring back lotteries.
But with the Disney thing, someone actually commented that they lived in the town.
What?
On the podcast.
What'd they say?
They said, dang, this episode hits home. Literally, I live in Celebration. And I can tell you this place definitely has an early Disney vibe to it. Also, in regards to the comments about mortals, there have been a couple. One dude killed his whole... Sorry. It's like bad that I'm laughing. I'm just laughing because it sounds too crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I just say it.
You find it funny.
One dude killed his whole family and dog and acted like nothing happened for a couple
You say
of
and
weeks.
dog.
Yeah, and acted like nothing... Okay, this is what's wrong with society. I remember when someone said in the house when like a lot of our family was over, someone said, this dog died from COVID. Everyone was like, what?
Oh, yeah, like in our town or a town close to us, the leopards got COVID. And everyone was like, oh, my God, the leopards at the zoo have COVID. It's like, boo-boo. Like, y'all
Those
didn't
leopards
care.
did die, and it's actually sad, but it's like, didn't like 2 million people die in the U.S. alone from COVID?
The reason why I clarified dog, because killing your whole family is horrible. But I didn't know people ever bring the pets into it.
I know, like, I get what you're saying, though, because we haven't even finished the comment, but when I picture someone killing their family, oh my gosh, that literally is like horrible. But then for some reason, killing a dog, it's like, what? Like that, like, why is that in your mind also? Like,
I know,
this
like,
is just
they have
too
to go
sinister.
too.
So then they said that happened, and they said, yikes. And like, sorry for being like, if like this was close to you, I'm kind of like,
Oh, yeah, R.I.P. That's honestly obviously so sad.
But what's really interesting is that this one pond behind a big wall that says celebration has had multiple people drive their cars over the wall and into the pond. The most recent one was actually a few months ago. I don't know. This place is probably haunted or whatever. So I guess there was a guy that killed his family and his dog and stuff. But then multiple people have killed themselves by going into this pond.
Oh, shit.
Multiple people drive their cars over the wall into the pond. So I'm assuming it's a suicide, but I don't know. It could be
A
drunk
plus side
driving
is, I did look at the photos of the town. It looked really cool.
It did.
Like, they have, like, a vintage movie theater, and, like, it's, like, cool.
So I just wanna
Apparently it's so
know-
walkable, too. Like, since, like, it's all, like, it's, like, a new community that they got a plan in, like, the 90s. They're like, let's all, like, everyone can walk to the town square, and it's, like, all built around a lake.
Oh, that's
But,
what
you
they're saying
know-
at the pond?
Yeah, but
No.
obviously, you know, bad things happen everywhere. You can't blame Disney.
But when people said that this town is scary as F, it's weird because isn't that what you kind of picture? So this is what I pictured. I don't know what you call this, but you know when people are just like extremely happy. Oh, I pictured me making this town of happy people. Let's all be happy.
Yeah.
Let's picture like 1,000 happy people together. Doesn't it kind of sound like so sinister if like 5 of them flipped and were like, I'm actually so mad now.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that like
it's like this thing where it's like, I think I'm getting this idea from a scary movie where this happy people
Are scarier.
Torn scary because they're so happy, and then when they get mad, it's like, I'm fucking mad.
I know, it's like
that type of shit.
It's like they were so angry on life, so that I'm moving to the Disney town. I'm not going to be mad anymore. So then they get to Disney town, they're like, oh my God, hi. And like, they're trying to be all happy, but the anger is still bubbling inside for years and years. And finally, at like the 50th Goofy dinner, Cinderella dance, it lets loose. It just shows, like, let your emotions out when they're here. Like, don't bottle them up and think you can move to a Disney town.
Yeah, like,
that isn't how the world works.
God bless everyone that died, but yeah, like, true what Lucas said. It's like, I know some people move there because it's like, you know, my whole life has been depressed. So I'm gonna move here.
Yeah.
Well, listen to Lana Del Rey's song, "The Greatest."
Oh, there's a good line about this.
Okay, I'm just gonna wing it. She said something like, I moved to California, but it turns out wherever you go, you bring yourself.
Oh, it turns out I moved to California, but it's just a state of mind. It turns out everywhere you go, you take yourself. That's not a lie.
But the thing about it, if we're actually going on a moment right now, it's like, if you're depressed, it's something inside of you or an external or something, and you need to fix that instead of moving this fucking celebration.
Yeah, do you think you're not going to move with you? You think, oh, I'm going to pack up a suitcase and not bring my soul? Your soul's going.
Problems follow you.
Yeah, do you think your soul is going to all of a sudden be transformed and you move to Disney Town? No.
That's why you can't run away from your problems.
BetterHelp.com/LucasJacob and get it sorted.
I know.
Get it sorted.
Or go to C's Candy.
Oh, yeah. Eat your problems away.
No, but there was a few good comments on our last podcast.
Oh my God, the commenters were going off.
I know, they were popping off.
Pop off.
Why you pop off? Now this like might be like kind of like only like a few people know what I'm talking about, but it is like a big show. Real Housewives of Potomac. Mia, I forgot what her last name is. Mia, she like I think she said pop off once, and it reminds me of her.
Oh, I've only ever watched the reunion when Nicki Minaj hosted.
It's so she was like rude.
Nikki?
She treated them like they were just like trash.
I know if you guys are like me and haven't watched Potomac yet.
Oh, is it?
Potomac.
I don't know.
I actually don't know how to say
I'm
it.
saying Potomac, but it could be
It's
Potomac.
Potomac. I'm the dumbass. I'm pretty sure. But Nicki Minaj hosted their part of their reunion because she's a super fan. But it was funny because there's this one girl who I guess has a music career where it's like, go off, like live your dreams. But like Nicki shaded her being like, so yeah, like it didn't do that good. And she was like, no, it sold like 20,000 copies. And she was like, really, girl? And then also she was like, sing right now. And it's like, boo, that's just embarrassing for anyone. So the girl literally staying right there. But like, you could tell Nikki was trying to make her uncomfortable.
Yeah, it gave the energy of like, I've never experienced this, but like, let's say I was actually like a stand-up comedian. I was like going on tour and then like someone, and I was at this party and someone said, do stand-up. And like, but they said it in a way that just is like passive aggressive. That was the vibe.
Or
like,
someone heard like, oh, you have like a lighthearted comedy podcast. Oh, why don't you just be funny right now? You're not funny in real life. It's like, boo boo.
Oh yeah, but with the whole Nikki thing, yes, she was rude. But with that being said, I do like what Bravo did. They're like, honestly, Nikki should do it again. Like, I thought it was cool because she's actually saying her feelings. Whereas like Andy Cohen kind of just like hides behind a blanket.
Oh, if Nikki went there and was nice, that would have been the most boring thing ever.
sure.
She did the job. The whole point was to be rude to them. That was the whole reason they got her on the show. Like, oh, throw shade at them and be rude to them. Like,
I
she
know.
did it and we all were entertained.
Yeah,
And they suffered, but they got paid.
I know, and like, you're on a reality show. You're
Yeah,
down.
it's like the whole point is to like get humiliated.
And I just like beat red face the whole time.
I know, like
I actually
I don't know how people do the reunions. I'd have the most beat red face, like you said. None of them ever have beat red faces.
Yeah, if someone laid down $1 million contract for one season of this like real housewife show, but it was like the same vibe as Real Housewife, but somehow I was in it. I'm not joking. I would like actually have to think about it because I actually think like if I saw and people that watch those shows say the meanest things about them.
Oh yeah, the social media I almost think would be the hardest part, but then you could just not read it.
Yeah, I honestly think I would do it, but it would be
I would just wear full
traumatizing.
coverage. I wear full coverage color correcting foundation, so you can't tell my face is beet red.
Oh yeah, because
And then I would get Botox to my forehead so I can't sweat.
I think I do that too because I'm the type of person where I feel like if I'm on one of the shows, I would actually be down to argue with people. It's like, this is what people want. But the thing about it is that it would ruin my arguments if they zoomed in my face and saw my cheeks so red.
I know, like
my
sweaty.
hands so sweaty.
And like my hands shaking and stuff.
No, that's why I actually don't think I'd have the balance to do it if for some reason I was a Real Housewife.
Want to shout out one of the sponsors, Butcherbox. Finding high quality meats for your meals throughout the weeks can be kind of cumbersome, kind of annoying, but Butcherbox makes it easy. Butcherbox is a subscription service that finds you the highest quality meat. You don't have to do any of the guesswork at the store being like, is this meat good? Is this one good? They do all of that for you. All of the meat at Butcherbox keeps the farmer, the planet, the animal, and your family in mind. They only get meat from partners with the highest standards for quality.
We actually got Butcherbox and they sent us some chicken, and of course, you know I like some fettuccine alfredo, so we add some fettuccine alfredo, diced up the chicken, and it was delicious, and I was glad I knew where the chicken was coming from.
It honestly feels good to have your freezer full of high quality meat. All thanks to Butcherbox. Every month, Butcherbox ships a curated selection of high quality meat right to your home. Free shipping for the continental US. There's no antibiotics or added hormones, and you can customize your own box or go with one of theirs. Either way, you get exactly what you want.
This is your chance to never have to shop for ground beef again. That's right. Butcherbox is giving new members free ground beef for life. Plus, get a $10 off coupon. Sign up at butcherbox.com/LucasJacob and get 2 pounds of ground beef free in every order for the life of your membership. Plus a $10 off coupon. Log on to butcherbox.com/LucasJacob. Claim this deal. We talked about ghosting randomly, and I was like, is ghosting even real? Like, are people over-exaggerating? But someone said something intense. They said, I was dating someone for about 2 months. They even introduced me to all their friends and their mom. Their idea, not mine. And then one day, he just never responded to my texts or calls, and I never heard from him again. That's a real ghosting. People use it too liberally. Anyway, I actually stayed friends with some of his friends he introduced me to, lol. So at least there's that. But this is like...
No, that is brutal.
That's like ghosting intensity.
Yeah, because we were talking about ghosting last episode, and we were saying, oh, if you go on one date, like, I guess that's fine if you don't reply to them. But, like, when it gets to the level of, yeah, they introduced you to their family, you've been dating for months, you have a whole connection, it's like, that is just pathetic ghosting someone at that point. That is honestly pathetic. Doing it in person would be the nicest way to break it off, obviously. But if you can't do that, at least form a text message. It's not even hard. Go on Fiverr.com and have someone form a text message for you.
It's probably like $2 you could get
It's
someone.
like, is it that hard to, like, they just can't face conflict that much that they won't even send a text? Just saying, I'm not into you anymore.
Probably because they're Gen Z and they only know the internet.
Wow. But that is actually where it's like, that is just so annoying.
I know. Like, that's when it's like, that's ghosting.
Yeah, it's like, you are a sociopath.
Yeah. Okay, now.
If you just block someone off, it's like, yeah, you're a horrible person. I'm just kidding. If anyone out there is ghosted, you might have your reasons. Trying to be on both of the sides, good side.
No, but to be honest, like, I like am the type of person where we're like, so like, I'm definitely like, this is bad. But like, if someone gave me their side to why they ghosted and it was actually like kind of legitimate, I would kind of be like, I mean, like, it is a dick move, but it's like, I guess I kind of understand.
Yeah, but if you've been dating for a month, it's like, why can't you just send a text?
I know, I don't really get it.
Like,
I don't know if I ever would understand.
Like, they just don't want to face the reply, I guess. But
maybe they didn't have cellular data and they were in nowhere.
Because you could even send a text and then not reply from there. You could say, we're done, and then ghost them from there. At least you gave them something.
Yeah, it could literally actually just be like, sorry, well, I'm just not vibing.
Yeah, that could literally be it. We're not vibing. And they'd say, it's been 3 months, I met your whole family or whatever. And then you can ghost. So that's even rude, but at least it's not as rude as just leaving them completely on the back burner. I don't even know if that's the right thing to say, but...
Yeah, but for sure, that is rude, but it's less rude.
We actually got a voicemail about ghosting, kind of, if you want to listen.
You guys were... my name is Sam. You guys, I was listening to the newest episode, and you guys were talking about people who got blocked after a date they thought went well. This one time, I met a guy at a bar, and we were having a good time, and like drinking at the bar, and I was like, hey, do you want to go to my bar that I work at and hang out there? And he's like, yeah, okay, I'll meet you over there. I'll be there in like so-and-so minutes. And then I got there, and he had fucking blocked me. And that's just so rude. I was on the way to another bar, and he didn't even show up. So.
that is actually rude. I'm laughing because it's just like so rude.
Can we actually start over? The only reason why I was laughing is because I was looking at you.
Oh no, it's fine. Obviously we weren't laughing at like, oh, it's so funny you got ghosted. Like I just was laughing because like it's so like that does suck.
Oh yeah, we're gonna keep that part in, but I actually was just embarrassed because I literally am not laughing at you. Like that's so shitty.
So this one is a little bit. It's obviously less minor than the comment because so they were hanging out at a bar, just in case the audio didn't sound right or something. They're hanging out at a bar. Hitting it off. So he said, do you want to come to another bar with me? And he was like, yeah, of course.
Now this is actually like, I'm awkward. Oh, the video stopped. Let's continue later. Oh no, we can continue, but I'm like shy or whatever, but you should just say no. Like that just, in a way, this, like I kind of think this is just the same amount of rude as the other one, because it's like, well, I drove to this place and you're not even there. Like, what are you doing?
So then you get to the bar and you're like, oh, that's cool. I met someone new. Like, maybe it's even a romantic thing. Like, we're kind of hitting it off. There's chemistry. You're blocked. Like, and now you're at this new bar. I don't know if you Ubered there or what. Yeah, and you're blocked and you're alone at a bar. Like, this person, you shouldn't even feel bad. Like, obviously you will feel bad because obviously you'd be like, what the fuck? But you should feel more like, oh, he should be the one feeling bad because he was too embarrassed to even tell you, I don't want to go to the next bar. Like, he couldn't even make up an excuse like, oh, I have work tomorrow. Like, there's so many excuses. Even if he wanted to be kind of like shy about it, he could say, oh, I'll go to the bar. Then immediately when you guys like are not with each other, text being like, oh, I actually can't because like my dog needs me or whatever. Like, he just blocked you?
I know, that just is, yeah, it's plain old rude. And the thing about it is it like, okay, so if anyone's watching that's gotten ghosted, and same with that person, I agree with what you said. It's this thing where like they're just awkward. Like so basically like, if you got ghosted and you feel like shit, it isn't even it has nothing to do with you. If we're being completely honest, it kind of has to do with like, I guess they're just insecure / like I don't know, they just are really awkward, which like instead there's probably a whole list of
I was
things.
watching this one thing where apparently there's a dating app where there's like there's some sort of like boundaries you can set when you go on a date with someone that you're allowed to both either walk out at any time and like it's fine.
So there's an app that
I don't know if it's an app or like there's just certain people who like make the ground rules before like, oh yeah, like if either of us aren't into it, we can just say we're going to the bathroom and just not come back.
Wait, so
It's so funny setting those ground rules because it's like this date has so much more pressure now. Like I feel like I'm on a game show. Like you can just walk out at any second. It feels like you're on Next, that old dating MTV show.
That's why I actually don't know if I like could like those like people. I'm pretty sure I don't know anyone that does this, but I'm pretty sure there's people that go on like dates once a week. And when people do shit like that, I don't know if I could ever be that type of person because what am I supposed to do? It's like okay, like when they ask what do you do, it's like oh yeah, I was at home like editing a video, and then like they start leaving it. It's like okay, I don't really give a fuck if you don't like me, but like why are we even on this date? Like
I know everything would have so much pressure.
Like I'm not a person where it's like can we just like how about we just text for like 2 days and then let's just actually go to dinner, even if we don't. Oh no, it sounds so awkward leaving during a date.
I know because I feel like every answer you give is sort of like you're at a job interview because like if they don't like this answer, they're gonna leave.
And it sounds like you have to like plan a stand-up routine.
I know.
You can't be too funny. Like
yeah, it sounds just
too
horrid.
much pressure.
But you know, people do it.
Well, there was this other comment. This is another iconic comment that someone commented. We're done with the ghosting. We're on to this person worked at Cabela's. Cabela's kind of the theme for this podcast.
Oh my God, yes.
Sponsor us, please. I worked at Cabela's and we had a guy try to return used underwear that a friend had re-gifted to him. The underwear had been originally purchased in the late 80s and this guy was trying to return it in about 2015. I don't think they gave him a refund, but I'm not sure.
They were used?
Yeah, and I guess they were from the 80s.
Girl.
And that's just fucking gross.
Oh, it's like, that's what I picture from Cabela's people, though. Like, I'm just
I love
picturing
you, Cabela's people.
I'm just picturing like these hunters and stuff, and like they think they can return used underwear. I don't
know,
really
that
get it.
Just isn't.
They're trying to like shoot geese.
Poop in the underwear.
Oh my gosh.
No, the funniest email that we've got sent over the last recent weeks is someone emailed us and said, this is how they said, please don't talk about Euphoria. And it's like, okay, whoever commented this, you're actually the funniest person ever because I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but for the past year and a half, I don't think we've talked about it. Actually, I kind of remember like a month ago, I randomly mentioned like, oh, I watch Euphoria, it's a good show. And that's all it went up. That's all it was. But this person is saying like, don't talk about it.
Didn't they say like everything I watch, they talk about it and it's so annoying or something
I'm
like that?
actually going to find the thing because...
Which I actually kind of get. Because what was that one? What was the thing before this everyone was talking about every effing second? Squid Games. Like I actually get the perspective of being like, please don't talk about Squid Games. Like we've already heard it from everyone. We don't need your opinion.
Yeah, the thing about it is that
being said, I do have a Euphoria video planned, but...
Oh, well, yeah.
But you can just skip that one.
But they said that the title was Don't Talk About Euphoria in all caps. And they said, hi, guys. I have a suggestion for the podcast. So when you hear that, it's like, okay, what's the suggestion? Like, do you want us to eat squid on camera or something? Please don't talk about Euphoria because everyone talks about it on social media all the time, and I can't deal with hearing about it anymore. There's way more interesting stuff to discuss. Love the pod. Thank you.
I love that energy. Just like making sure, like, please do not talk about it.
Yeah, and I do have to say, like, so I know that, like, I heard that I saw that this show gets like 12 million viewers an episode.
Oh, that's insane.
And like we're literally breaking what you just said. We're talking about it, but literally, I don't even get how it works. I think I follow 2 of the actors on Euphoria, but whenever I go on Twitter from like Sunday to Wednesday. Is this on your Twitter? Because people just post quotes, photos from the episode.
Yeah, it is like all over. Like for some reason, every week, like haven't even watched this season yet. I watched last season, but I always see Halsey writing all this stuff like, "You guys, one like really affected me and stuff," and just saying like, "You guys, like what's going on?" I feel like on Sunday nights when you go on Twitter, it's just everyone freaking out, me like, "You guys, like what? What is going on right now?"
Yeah, it is basically like. I never watched this, but Game of Thrones. I do picture like there was a part of the internet. Like I think it got so many views where like everyone was just like Game of Thrones.
I do find it is kind of cute and fun when you actually think of it. Like society, like we're all just watching a show together and like write little comments about it online.
Oh yeah, it was always fun hearing people's opinions.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, after this, we're not gonna talk about Euphoria ever again. But on Lucas's YouTube.com.
Oh yeah, but you writing us that email made us talk about Euphoria. So you actually, they always say like sometimes you manifest things you don't want.
Yeah.
And you just did that. You just did that.
Yeah, I had a realization that I think I did manifest stuff in my life already.
That you hate?
No, like good stuff.
Oh, you meant stuff that you didn't mean to manifest.
No, but I feel like if you think okay, so I think we've talked about this already, but like I don't know how much I believe. Like I think thinking about good things is obviously a good thing.
Yeah.
Except like when it becomes like if you're sad, just be sad for that day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like thinking of good things is good, and I feel like it does. Like I actually kind of believe like if you like, you know, it just happens.
I mean, I guess it's all about like making goals. Like if you go through life with no goals, like if you go through life with no goals, like no like thinking about visualizing a future, like stuff might happen, but like obviously it'll just be more random than if you think like, oh, this is what I want to achieve.
Yeah.
Gucci belt, Chanel glasses, like.
I know my vision board is just like, yeah, like basically the whole theme of my vision board is like, I'm gonna get rich and like leave everyone I love. I'm joking. That's just funny thing about but someone does.
Get rich, cut off my family, bye friends.
But the thing about it is, it's Pisces season. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh my gosh, so Jacob should be like thriving in the next month. Pisces season.
Yeah. Do you feel like sensitive since like Pisces is in Leo?
Oh, would it affect even me even though I'm not a Pisces?
I mean, I'm part of this Pisces who got it, and like it's just fun looking at it. And people said like, so I guess during like every season, you know how there's like 12 signs or something.
Yeah.
Like that vibe's just in the air, I guess.
Oh, so like for a Virgo season, everyone's like so uptight.
Oh yeah. And,
but
like,
for Pisces,
vibey.
like we're all like emotional, I
like,
guess.
crying every night.
Oh
I'm
my
joking.
God, maybe actually.
I don't know. Like I just like love like. That's the thing is that, like, just, like, with all this shit, like, it's just fun thinking, like, if it's real.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All the Pisces out there, thrive. Should we get into people who made money in dumb ways?
Yupo.
Yeah, so this is a little topic we came up with. Basically, yeah, we're just going to cover people who make money in odd ways, not dumb ways. I'm not going to say that. Just people who they became millionaires overnight by doing something a little weird. Also, we're going to get into just straight up scammers.
Oh,
so we're going to get into people who legally made millions and people who just scammed their way, like, you know?
Me and Lucas are in this category, like, we're making money doing something weird. We make videos on
Oh,
the
yeah,
internet.
we have no room to talk. Like, we're just talking in a little room right now with 3 cameras pointed at us and hoping people watch.
Yeah, I just, like, hot in my basement all week.
So, first of all, I'll just bring up the most iconic one we've already all heard about. Fart Girl.
Oh, yeah, I think we've talked about this on the podcast.
Yeah, Fart Jar Girl, you know, she made hundreds of thousands.
Jar Girl.
She made hundreds of thousands of dollars purely from her farts. She's from 90 Day Fiancé. She also used to be a YouTuber. So, I go off.
Pop off.
Stephanie Motto. She calls herself a fartrepreneur. She sells the farts for $1,000.
But not anymore, right? This was in the past?
Yeah, she actually had to stop because she got, I guess so many people, her story went viral. Like, I think it was like 2 months ago. Everyone who was into farts in the world saw it and was like, oh my God, like I want to fart from her. So she was getting so many requests and she said she got a little bit greedy because obviously she was like, I'm going to fulfill all these orders, that she started eating all these beans and I guess also cabbage soup. I didn't know that would do it, but she said, yeah, protein shakes as well. Like that would get it all revved up. And she'd be like, okay, let's crack open like a bunch of jars and get these orders done. And also, by the way, people bought them in bulk. It's like, how many do you need? Like, wouldn't one fart jar be enough? Like, how many different...
They were treating it like Costco.
I know, it's like, you need the fart jars in bulk in your little... in your closet having a bulk quantity of fart jars. Like, girl, also, how much money do you have to waste?
I know.
So anyway, she was trying to fulfill all these orders and she had to go to the hospital because she thought she was having a heart attack. Because, you know, like when you're so gassy, like, I feel bad for her because I've been to
it's funny. Like, it's just funny.
No, I've had those nights. It's always at night when like you just feel so gassy and you can't let anything out. You can't burp, you can't toot, and it's just stuck in your stomach. So she went to the hospital because she was like, I'm gonna burst.
Oh my gosh. I I just still don't get why she didn't lie. Like, so what I'm trying to say is, like,
you have
why
to say
didn't
she
she just,
has-
like, this is gross, but, like, even just, like, pooping and, like, whiffing it into the air and holding, putting the jar in, close it, like that's,
I know, she could have
personally, I
gotten-
think that's what I would do.
She could have gotten poop spray on Amazon, but she did it all authentically. She even did different.
Props to her.
She even did them different batches because she said like depending on what she ate, they're a little bit different like scent. And but now she's actually just selling fart jars as NFTs. So you can
Okay.
buy a little digital fart jar because she doesn't want to put her body through that. And they're $200 a pop, so they're a lot less than the real fart jars.
Wait, how much were the actual fart jars? 500? You said?
1,000.
Oh, 1,000.
So these are
Shit.
200 a pop on NFTs, and there's 400 owners. So I don't know if I did the math right, but $80,000 so far from her little fake fart jars.
400 times 200. Yeah, I think it might be. Eight. Yeah, 80 or 8,000. I don't know.
Should we do the quick math?
Yeah, I mean, wait. So,
I know how to do it,
okay,
but
so
like
basically
I just can't do it right
times-
now in front of you guys.
So 200 people bought them.
200 times 400
So okay, so it'd be 2 times 4,
is
which
8.
is 8, and then add the zeros. So 2 zeros.
Oh, so it would be 80,000.
Yeah. So you're right.
So she made $80,000 just from little digital photos of a fart jar. Go off, girl. And also a little fun fact about her is she's actually fart shy in real life.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like she isn't like you would hear about fart girl, and you would think she's going everywhere. Like she'd just be a fart girl everywhere. Nope, she's only a fart girl if you pay her. She said she never has farted in front of a boyfriend ever.
Okay.
So she just keeps those. She's embarrassed.
I think I think they should make it illegal. I'm done with it. I know people tried to sell their like bodily fluids on the internet.
I
But
think
why
that
is it
might
illegal?
be. I think that might be illegal now because I'm pretty sure Farrah Abraham from Teen Mom. She's also Nebraskan. Nebraskans Unite. She sells poop online.
Are you joking?
I keep seeing tweets of that like viral news stories being like Farrah Abraham now sells shit.
Because the thing about it is that it's not harming anyone, so why isn't it allowed?
Why would that be illegal? That's so dumb. It's like you might be grossed out thinking, oh, people selling shit, piss, and stuff. And also like if they do it, I think there should be rules about it being sealed because I don't want it in the FedEx truck with my
100%.
jeans getting leakage.
It could be a thing where if it's spilled, you have $100 fine or something.
Yeah, it's like you have to seal it good. Like we do not want to give people those crock pots and stuff. But
Because the thing about it is that in my mind, it's closed-minded to not make it legal because just because you think it's gross, yes, I think my crock pot being in the same bin as Farrah Abraham's poop is gross. But it's not actually gross because it would never touch my thing.
Yeah, you would never know.
But I actually think it's closed-minded because it's like, it doesn't affect you. Like, it
Yeah.
actually, even though it's in my mind, it's gross. It's not gross. It's like Lucas being on the other corner of the room and farting. It's like in the alley. It's not gross. It's not going to touch me. People
But I
didn't become
saw-
open-minded.
a lot of people were really mad at her. They were like, F you, like, get a job. But, like, people are buying it. She's not forcing anyone to buy it. She literally just said, I'm going to sell farts, and if you want to buy them for $1,000, you can buy them. And turns out a lot of people wanted to, so don't hate.
I will never get the ideology of get a job. So, for example, like if
It's
someone...
like she does have a job, and it's farting in jars.
Yeah, anything. It could be the dumbest thing. I just rubbed my foot on someone's face and they pay me $500. No one can tell you get a job because it's like you are getting paid. I think
Yeah.
it's just a thing of jealousy. It's like, I mean, at the end of the day, like if you want to be a business owner like them, because they are business owners, you
Yeah.
can. Like,
It's like
it's 100% possible.
All of the fart jars could have just taken up room in her house, and there were no buyers. But there actually were a bunch of buyers, and she like sold out. So
I think I'm passionate about it because I just believe like if someone wants to poop online and wants that to be the whole business and career,
yeah.
why isn't that allowed?
Yeah, if somebody
as
wants
long
to
as
sell
in the
ping pong balls that they shove up their ass and then poop out, like people should be allowed to.
Because as far as I know, with the U.S. at least, it's like make money, legal money, and then pay taxes.
It's like this is the American dream.
Yeah, so if they're selling poop and they made $100,000 that year and paid the taxes,
Yeah, and it's
then
going
why-
towards roads, schools, airports, like
whatever the fuck else it goes
yeah,
towards.
bombs.
And then so if they're paying taxes, it should be allowed.
Yeah, so do not hate.
Has someone done that, or did you just come up with that?
I thought of it because on one of the housewives shows, they went to a place where a girl shot ping. That's always a common thing, shooting ping pong balls out of your vagina. I feel like I've heard that so many times in my life. Even in the Justin Bieber roast, Because in the roasts, for some reason, like the joke, whenever there's a female comedian on the panel, like for some reason, the ones I watch, at least, like the joke is always calling them like sluts, I guess, even though they're like, boo, that what? Doesn't even like, there's nothing even about me publicly that I'm like, quote unquote, a slut, but that's always what they go for, it seemed like.
It's so easy.
So they would say, like, look at you, this female comedian, she shoots ping pong balls of her vagina. And it's like, that's always a thing, ping pong balls.
Oh, so it's actually possible to do that?
I guess so. Apparently there's shows in like different countries.
I mean, I think it's cool. So it's a talent.
Yeah.
So that's the first scammer. Now the first thing that's
She's not a scammer though.
Oh, I literally just said be open-minded. What I mean was the first
weird money girl.
I can't because I was just
the
saying
true colors come out.
For like 20 minutes I was saying I just think anyone should be able to do anything as long as it's not harming someone. But yeah, what I mean because mine is a scam. I just looked at my notes.
Found scam
people who were scammers.
Oh yeah.
That's just so funny to me. Calling the fuck girl a scammer. Okay, so this video popped up in my YouTube recommended about this guy. It was on the Today Show, I guess. Mm-hmm. This guy has a blog to catch marathon cheaters.
Oh, he's passionate.
Yeah.
You told me kind of about this, but I didn't even know that people were trying to cheat in marathons.
I didn't know this either.
Wearing rollerblades secretly.
So I think it all started because for the Boston Marathon, which is like one of the biggest marathons, I think like you have to have records to go there. But for the Boston Marathon, this female like won the Boston Marathon record.
Yeah.
But then it turned out, and she got like a medal or whatever. But it turns out she actually used public transportation for like
girl.
Wait, yeah, she used public transportation. But the reason why I said wait is because for some reason it sounds like I'm just making fun of our women, saying women can't run marathons. No, what I'm saying is just this girl did. Like,
it's kind of like iconic almost.
I know, like, so this is how the video started. I guess this person made a record for the Boston Marathon, but they used public transportation.
Wait, so there isn't someone like watching the whole route?
I mean,
so she like ran off and then just got an Uber?
I don't know how it happened, but this already made me laugh because it's like you don't get anything out of lying. Like you don't get.
Oh yeah, what's the prize for the Boston Marathon?
I think you just get like a little medal, but
it's not like a $50,000 prize or something.
Well, maybe for that one there is. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But then this guy that has the blog, he didn't catch that girl. That was just like the first one or some shit. Yeah. But this guy found out that this couple was cheating on marathons. So it was a couple and they would run marathons.
Wait, did he dress up in a wig, pretend to be her and run half of it?
No, it's kind of similar to that though.
Oh my gosh.
So basically when you run a marathon for an event, I guess there's like numbers on your thing that are stickers. So in this story, and they actually interviewed them for the Today Show, but they showed black faces because they don't want
like a changed voice.
Yeah, because they don't want them like.
Oh, they don't want their like identity out there.
So basically, in this couple, the guy was a faster runner. So they would switch numbers because the girl in the relationship like wanted to like go fast. Like we wanted to be
a better
faster.
like place, I guess.
Yeah, wanted a better time. So then they'd switch numbers. He would like go so fast, and then later on somehow they would. I don't know if she would like also drive to the finish line or whatever, but they'd switch numbers. So then okay. I'm pretty sure they would just keep those numbers, but he would have the number of like his girlfriend or whatever.
Okay.
And then at the finish line, they just like keep track of your number, I guess, and then it said that she ran a faster marathon than she actually did because the guy was a faster runner. And then but yeah, then it turns out they just were lying, and during the interview the person asked like so like why do you lie about this? And like there's obviously deeper reasons because she just said like it made me feel better. But the reason
I guess it probably did. You know what I mean? It probably made her feel like, oh yeah, like.
But this one I was bursting out laughing actually because I was like, okay, this is probably just a normal marathon. Like it's not some like Boston Marathon, and they just funny lying about something and getting like no actual like gain from it.
Yeah.
Like she felt confident, which is a gain, But it just was. I just never knew people cheated marathons. That's just
funny,
hilarious.
like being in a marathon, getting an Uber, and then like when you finish really fast, you're like, hell yeah, like I beat all of you guys.
I'm picturing going to like a dinner with your friends or some people and saying like, yeah, I ran like a marathon in 2 hours.
Oh,
It is funny like lying about something and like actually keeping the lie.
Wait, so how does this blog guy even find them? Like he tracks like the courses.
Oh yeah, so he like made this algorithm where, like he can tell if people are lying somehow.
What?
Because I guess like certain routes. I didn't really understand it, but also I think it's funny that someone dedicated part of their life to catching marathon
I know, like he
cheaters.
was so pissed when he first heard about it. He's like, I'm starting a whole entire
I'm gonna
thing about this.
expose these people.
I know you cannot cheat in a marathon.
Yeah, so basically these scammers just did it to brag. Which I
Yeah,
mean,
go
good
off.
for them. And I'm guessing people have done this and haven't gotten caught. So
Oh,
if you're one of
yeah.
those people watching, pop off.
Keep those marathons coming. So this is another one that probably a lot of people have heard about because she went viral. Puppy girl Jenna. Have you heard about this?
Oh, I've seen videos, but I
Yeah.
haven't like actually like read about it.
So she went to college to be an optician, and she was making like good money with her job. I'm pretty sure like they would make good money, but she quit to be a dog online, and now she's making $700K a year by being a little puppy dog online.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it says puppy girl Jen plays fetch, eats dog food, and even goes on leashed walks. And she was asked, like, why do you do this? And she said, I really love praise. I love hearing good girl. It makes my heart melt every time. I experimented with obedience training and being treated like a dog, and I never looked back. I felt so in my element. So is there obedience? She said she experimented with obedience training. Is that like more of like a kink thing? Do you think there actually is like a school out there where they're like, humans pretend to be dogs and you do obedience training?
Well, like when I pictured it, I pictured some underground place where like once a week they meet and like someone just treats these people like, do this.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
that
they just
sounds
like
horrible
it.
to me.
Yeah, it doesn't sound fun to me.
But I actually found a video of puppy girl Jen, and she doesn't always follow her obedience training.
She's walking.
No, she got in a fight with another girl dog. Yeah, there's like a video. Have you seen this video? It kind of it went viral on TikTok like a month ago. She's on a walk with her owner saying, "Be good, Jenna," or whatever. And then she's another girl dog, another human dog out there in the wild, and they start like fighting each other. And the dog has to and the owner has to pull her back, being like, "Come on, Jenna."
Was it an actual dog or a human dog?
Other human dog in the wild.
Oh, can you show me this?
Oh yeah. See, she's walking up.
Come
Oh.
on. No.
This
come
is
on.
planned.
Let's go. Hey, go. Come on, Jenna, go. Let's go. Bad girl. Let's go.
See, she got called a bad girl. She said her favorite thing is being called good girl. So
Is she still dating that guy?
I don't know how he comes in, but yeah, she has an OnlyFans, and yeah, she said she started. I think from what I read, she said that she started out just like actually enjoy being a dog, but then she realized like, oh, like she didn't really want to do be a sexual dog. But then she was like, I guess I'll try being a sexual dog, and then she actually ended up liking it and made so much money. She's like, oh, keep us up.
So she makes money from doing OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's all the money comes in. I'm pretty sure.
So in the beginning of the story, you said she was an
Optician.
Oh, optician, and
I'm pretty sure that's the eye doctor,
you said
but I
something
might be
about
wrong.
her like boyfriend or something. What did you say?
Did I say?
Oh, you didn't.
I said she tried obedience training.
Oh,
But maybe I did. I don't know. But
because I was just doing a mental test of myself, to be honest, to see if I was like a sexist asshole. Because I just assumed she had a boyfriend.
What?
Because did you ever mention a boyfriend?
No, I mean, I did say her boyfriend brought her on a walk.
Oh, so it just turns out I just think I think
Every dog
female.
girl has a boyfriend.
every female has to have a boyfriend. I'm so sexist.
But what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and she also she always dreamed of being a vet when she was growing up. So it's kind of like just shows how like that's another scenario of like she wanted to be a vet, so she was like manifesting that, but like the universe brings it to you in a way you don't expect.
I know, this is such like a cute story because I've seen this video like a year and a half ago of this exact girl eating out of a puppy bowl. And
Yeah, bent over.
Yeah, my first reaction was like, I feel bad for this girl. Like, is she being like not forced to do this, but like, is she just like, I don't know. I just felt like something about this like it. Even though I just was saying don't be closed-minded.
But you're just like scared, like, oh my god, like, does she actually want to do this?
Yeah, but with that being said, I was thinking like if she's down, then pop off. But the thing about it, now that you're saying that she actually enjoys it, like that's like that's honestly wonderful. Like, it sounds like that's just crazy that this person actually wants to be treated like a dog. Like, you learn a new thing every day. Like, and I believe her. Like, she just wants to be treated like a dog. And like, if we're being honest, like, it's like, again, that sounds crazy, but like it's not even that weird.
Oh yeah, it's just like, I guess that's like taking role playing to a whole new level of being like, oh, now you're another animal, but like you're another like, species.
Yeah, like, I feel like when I draw the line, which I think a lot of people draw the line, when you try to have sex with animals.
Oh yeah, that is wrong. So like, no, she's actually perfect. So if there's people out there who want to have sex with animals, maybe they'll watch Puppy Girl Jenna instead of doing it.
Oh, that's very true.
Or also,
she might be saving the animals.
I don't know.
Yeah,
go off, girl. $700K a year.
I know. Like,
bands.
I just can't believe. Like, when I first saw that video, I was like, what? But now I'm just like, I'm happy for her.
I know. I want to like meet her and learn more about it. Like, whenever I see stuff like this, I always have a little inkling that it's a joke. Like, I know people are paying for it and they're like into it and turned on, but I have the feeling that this Puppy Girl Jenna, that like she thinks that's funny or something. Like, same with the fart girl. Like, people are so sexually attracted to her farts, but like I picture her laughing at it, being like, this is so funny, but like people are so turned on by my farts or whatever. But like, so for this Puppy Girl Jenna, I picture like, she's like, oh, I'm down to make these videos. I get paid so much and like it's fun, but she's like kind of thinks it's funny or something. Like, it's not this. That's what I'm picturing in my mind. I have no proof of that though.
That's what I picture too. I always picture someone like who's just like, I don't really give a fuck. Like, I'm not gonna do this, but it's funny to me. Like,
yeah.
Like, same with.
And they're like surprised there's even an audience for it, but they're like, I mean, I guess I'll keep making content for them and keep collecting money.
Yeah, like, I had an idea yesterday where it's like, I want to get so much lip injections, make my lips obnoxiously huge, but just for a joke. It kind of goes into the same thing. Like, I don't think I'm gonna do it, but although I'm not even joking, I could see a world where I do it. But it just sounds. Okay, and I think who gave me this idea was there's this girl on Euphoria. Sorry for mentioning it. That has like such big lips. I'm assuming they're lip injections. I'm not sure, but she gave me like, I think that's why I got the idea. Just like it sounds so fun, but the thing about it is that I'd actually be having these lips. Like, I'd actually be having them, but. It's literally, it would just be for a joke though. Like, so I don't give a fuck if people think I'm serious about it, but the reason why I'm doing it is because every day when I look in the mirror, I kind of laugh at it. Like, it's something
that makes you think about a lot of these people who like, they go viral for, I guess you could say, the wrong reasons. Like, everyone's like, what the hell is this? Like, but these people it might just be a joke to them. And we're making it worth it. Like, for example, if you got the biggest lips ever, like, I could see on Twitter being like, guy gets all these lip injections and like he gets way more than is recommended. It's just so bad for him and all this stuff. And everyone's so mad and sharing the article. It's get so many clicks. You gain so many followers. But like, little do they know that you're just doing it for a little laugh. Shout out to ShipStation, who is also sponsoring this podcast. You guys, online shopping isn't slowing down anytime soon. Is your business ready to keep up with the pace? With ShipStation, you'll never worry about shipping again. Make the switch to a solution that handles all of your shipping needs quickly, affordably, and painlessly. ShipStation is already trusted by over 100,000 e-commerce sellers. You can keep track of orders from any sales channel. You can easily find the best shipping carrier with deeply discounted rates. And you can automate just about any shipping task with just a few clicks.
I think ShipStation is so cool because you save a bunch of money and it also relieves a bunch of stress that you would have if you weren't using ShipStation for your online business.
Using ShipStation, you'll save so much time by funneling all your orders into one simple interface, no matter where you're selling. Also, ShipStation works with every carrier, so you can always find the best fit for you. And your business can access the same discounted rates usually reserved for Fortune 500 companies. And it's just good knowing all of your orders are handled. And you're getting a good deal as well. No wonder 98% of companies that use ShipStation for a year keep using it as long as they're in business. It's that good.
Ship more in less time with ShipStation. Use our offer code LUCASJACOB to get a 60-day free trial. That's 2 months free of no hassle, stress-free shipping. Just go to ShipStation.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and type in LUCASJACOB. ShipStation, make ship happen. Okay, someone asked on Reddit. This is actually funny. Con artist of Reddit. What is the best scam you've ever pulled? And there's 300 comments, and this is one of them. Back when I was in university, I bought a roll of Subway stamps off of eBay. Okay, just for a little note. Now, I don't know if this proves that I'm meant to be a con artist, which, like, I'm not going to be one, like, don't worry. But I feel like a lot of people have had this idea. But I'm just going to say it. So, in university, I bought a roll of Subway stamps off of eBay. There was something like 1,000 stamps for about $75. 8 stamps equals 1 6-inch sub. 1,000 stamps equals 125 6-inch subs. AKA, they got each sub for 60 cents. And they said they actually used it, but it was quite awkward going to the same Subway every day doing this.
I'm getting it free every single effing day.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, like, what I was trying to say at the beginning was, like, when I was in elementary school, sometimes for the Scholastic Book Fair, they'd give Pizza Hut, free Pizza Hut personal pan pizza.
Yeah.
I remember I don't know if this is my immediate thought, but one of my thoughts was, wait, we should print a bunch of these so I always get free pizzas.
Was it just on a piece of paper, a regular ass piece of paper?
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh my
It
god,
wasn't
if
like-
you had a copy machine, you could have been balling out.
Have you ever thought about this though? Or, like, am I actually just like actually just a
definitely
scam?
thought before, like, oh yeah, like I think when I was a kid, I was like, oh, why can't you like print more money and stuff? Like I thought you could like print money on a piece of paper and like.
Oh yeah. Okay, when you're a kid, I feel like you think of the weirdest stuff because when like people would like talk about money, like I actually had like elaborate plans in my head of like in the basement of our house printing a bunch of money and just being like, none of us have to work again. Like I thought it was actually easy, which like obviously it isn't easy. Like you have to like there's like so many codes in money and shit.
Wait, so he found counterfeit Subway things? Is that what this was?
Yeah, so I guess there's these Subway stamps. I saw 6 of them equal 8 of them each.
And there it is,
was a
this
6-inch
counterfeit
sub.
ones on eBay.
Yeah, someone sold 1,000 of them for $75, and I don't know how these stamps work. Like maybe they probably want just people. They probably had like something to
You
them.
would think like if this is on eBay and people are buying them, like Subway would like notify all the stores being like, don't accept these or something. Maybe there was no way to tell between them and the real ones or something.
Then also, couldn't it have been a thing where only like 200 people did this, and like that's not that many.
Oh
people.
yeah, so like whatever.
Didn't someone? I haven't watched the documentary about it, but someone like scammed the whole McDonald's monopoly thing.
Oh, I haven't watched that yet either. It's called McMillions or something.
Yeah,
The
it's on
documentary.
HBO. I haven't.
Yeah, I'm
watched
pretty
it.
sure. Yeah, like they or like something like it was an insider thing where like the people making them scammed it and like they made themselves win. I forgot what the actual story was, but
I think
that's
there's
cool
one.
to know.
Another one that was from this Reddit post was in 1821, Gregor MacGregor invented a fictional Central American republic called Poyais, Poyais, convinced hundreds of people in his home country of Scotland to invest in the non-existent country. So keep in mind, this was in 1821, so this couldn't really be...
What'd he do? He had a fake country.
Yeah, so he told a lot of people about it, and he lived in Scotland, and he told... And in his home country of Scotland to invest in this non-existent country, but he said it was real though, but like it was non-existent, and even oversaw the deployment of a ship of 250 people hoping to start a new life in Poyais.
So where'd the ship go?
It got to a point where people actually went on a ship to this. They expected to find a thriving city complete with a cathedral, theater, and opera house surrounded by fertile farmland. When the ship arrived, so I don't know where they arrived, but they just arrived to this random place, I guess.
Oh my god, this is Fire Island in the 1800s.
They found nothing but undeveloped jungle. They attempted to start a new settlement there, regardless, but over half of them died, and due to diseases like malaria and yellow fever.
Oh my god, so he just left them in a jungle and said good luck, and then the ship left, and they were like, well, we don't have cell phones because it's the 1800s, so I guess we'll just live here now.
Yeah, that's like an intense story.
That sucks.
If you want to hear more stories like this, I think it was Netflix Explained Money. And there was an episode about scammers, I'm pretty sure. And there was like multiple people back in the day, like 1900s, 1800s, 1700s, who did stuff like this. There was this guy, I'm pretty sure, who like said this one place was filled with gold and made people pay to get in, but literally it wasn't filled with gold. He made so much money and then he just left.
Oh damn.
So yeah, but I guess scammers have just, even though like I could say scamming was easier back then. It might be easier nowadays.
With
actually.
like online and shit.
Yeah, scaling people's bank routing numbers, whatever they do.
Oh yeah. My next one is actually a really popular one, Tinder Swindler. Have you watched the documentary?
This.
Yeah.
I do plan on watching. I just haven't yet.
So it's a Netflix documentary. Basically, it's about this guy. He was in his late 20s, and he would go on Tinder and swindle unsuspecting suitors out of millions of dollars. He actually apparently got $10 million out of his dates throughout his entire time swindling.
How many years was this through?
I'm not sure of that, but for
That's crazy,
the
though.
documentary, The Tinder Swindler, it mostly focuses on this one woman's story with him. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, like fast forward 10 minutes. But basically, she matched with him on Tinder or some app, and he claimed he was the Prince of Diamonds, which like you would think like, oh, how did she not know he was lying? But like I guess she was just like, okay, like he's the Prince of Diamonds. She Googled his name and he was like, oh, his dad actually does own this giant diamond company. That's cool. Maybe it's a lie, but I guess I'll go on a date with him. Why not? First date, he brings her on a private jet. They stay at these fancy ass hotels. Like, so she's like, oh shit, like this is real. Like we're literally on a private jet. Like you can't just fake being on a private jet. Like that costs so much money.
Yeah.
And he would fly her for the first month of dating. It was just insane. Like, first of all, they had such good chemistry because I guess he was like such a good manipulator. And also like he would fly her out to these luxurious cities. He would take private jets to go to her town because he wanted to see her so badly because he said he was like so in love with her. And he was like, I would literally like, I've been trying to find a woman and like, you are the one. He's like, we should have a family and get married. He like met her family and everything. And they were all like, oh my God, like he's so rich and stuff. And also so nice. Like, this is great.
He's so rich and stuff.
But then it gets sketchy because since he had a diamond business or whatever, he said like, it is so like sketchy, the diamond world. He's like, there's only a certain number of diamonds on the planet. So people try to like kill my family all the time because they want to get the diamonds, which like you maybe would, I feel like I would believe.
Oh yeah. Like I feel like there's a lot of money that could be like a lot of
Yeah, especially because diamonds are like a natural thing from the earth. So like it wouldn't make sense. People are trying to like kill each other over selling them because they make so much money.
Yeah.
So he would say like he said like enemies were after him. And he said, I can't use any of my cards right now because they're tracking our banks and shit. So he's like, what we'll do is can I use your American Express to pay for like the next month? And he's like, we're going to get married anyway. So I'll just pay you back, you know, like we're going to share money eventually anyway.
Yeah.
And, so she was like, well, my like card can't even go as high as you want to spend because you're like a literal billionaire. So he like somehow had this fake business that had money coming in from all these other people he was scamming. So he showed it to
during this main scam event, he was scamming.
He was
other
scamming so
people.
many other women at the same time. And there was so many multiple sources of income from all these other women
And
giving
I would
them.
assume he was scamming private jet companies.
I think it would be paid for on these girls' cards because he would get their cards to have these, like they'd be able to spend unlimited money on these American Express cards because he would say they were part of this business and he could show American Express that the business was making so much money from the
But
other people's cards.
That's
So it was this whole
interesting.
like pyramid scheme. So her card was now able to spend so much money, and he literally, it showed in the documentary, he had like the summer of a lifetime. Like first of all, he had like this model girlfriend who wasn't her. And I don't know if he was scamming the model girlfriend or that was actually like a girl he wanted to be with, but he brought her on this like luxurious vacation. They spend like $10,000 a day. They go to these nightclubs, and he would just have like pay for everything for everyone. And they would go on these yachts, private jets, the fanciest hotels. And obviously she was like scared watching the bank account. She was like, what the hell? Like this is so much money. And he would just be like, he somehow would send videos of like him bleeding and stuff and being like, I just got beat up by the enemies. And like he strung her along. And then eventually she was like, F this, like, I am not, like once it got over like $150,000, she was like, I am not doing this anymore unless you pay me back.
This like kind of with this whole bank account thing, it kind of gives me like a vibe of that whole sugar daddy thing. I forgot if we talked about it on the podcast or just stories that were the internet of like I guess these sugar daddy websites to scam people. They like say, give me $1,000 and then I'll give you double or some shit. It's kind of that type of thing.
Yeah. So basically, she went into American Express, and I guess they told her, they were like, oh yeah, this guy's done this under just so many different names. He already went to prison once. And yeah, he ended up scamming her out of a total of $250,000. And the craziest thing is he's now like a free man just roaming around. He does cameos. You can pay $200 to get a cameo from him.
How long was he in prison for?
I think like a year.
That's not even that bad.
But yeah, now he's just saying, I think he's like claiming it's all fake, and he's just out and about and probably scamming more people.
That's so interesting though. Like he literally turned this scamming thing somehow into like a business.
I know. I don't
An
get how
illegal
people do
business,
that.
But I don't like.
It just makes me think like nothing's real. Like, because you hear about the Anna Delvey thing where she also scammed banks, like these gigantic, the biggest banks in the world. And it's like, so is nothing real? If these two people were able to scam the biggest banks in the world for this many years, like, it just makes you feel like it's like nothing is actually legit.
Yeah, it kind of gives me that vibe of like if you act so confident, people believe you. Like I've heard this so many times of like if you want to be successful, basically the whole energy of fake it till you make it. So just act like you already have it.
Oh,
And that's basically what these scammers do.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's trying to sue Netflix. So yeah, everything we said is alleged. It's all alleged from Netflix.
But you'd have to
In case he tries to sue the bro show.
You don't have to have no failings to do shit like this though, because how would you okay, first of all, this is why you'd have to have no failings. How would you be living this life and not be scared that you're gonna get caught?
I know, that's
the
one
biggest
part, like not even having the anxiety your whole day.
Like if I was Anna Delvey, like she got these free hotels, like how would you be like literally have $30,000 that you have to pay to this luxury hotel and not have anxiety all day?
Yeah,
about how am I gonna lie to them today? Like
at least,
that's anxiety.
Yeah.
ridden.
At least in Anna Delvey's defense, I feel like she is nowhere near the Tinder Swindler because she didn't really scam anyone she scammed banks in these luxury hotels. So like, it's
They
not
don't actually like.
She did scam one person, but like, yeah.
With the Tinder
I mean, that's
Swindler,
still obviously bad. I'm trying to be like, it's not a big deal.
But with the Tinder Swindler, he's scamming like it's different because like those people are actual people with their own businesses.
like, oh yeah, she was scamming banks, which obviously is like you still shouldn't do, but he was scamming just like innocent people.
Yeah, because
And it's like actually ruining their lives because spending $200,000, like that's gonna take forever to pay off. Like
So
you're
how
actually like ruining, like they're like gonna be in so much financial stress.
I don't really get how shit like that works because so like someone scams you out of all this money, like so they get arrested, but then at a certain point it's like, how does the money work? Because it's like you got the money's already spent. We can't give you free money.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know how that
the
works.
bank, like Amex wouldn't be like, okay, we'll refund you $300,000 because it's like it was spent. So like,
Also,
I don't know
how
that
it works either. Like, I don't know if he went to jail because the banks sued him. Because like, would the person he was dating on Tinder, would she technically even be able to sue him? Because she
did it
willingly let him use her credit card. You know what I mean?
yeah. Because
But I guess he did make up a whole company, but I don't know how that works.
it kind of reminds me of the email we got a few months ago. Didn't someone say they like spent all of their money and their parents were mad at them?
I don't remember.
It was an email, something, or someone gave them a bunch of money, or they spent a bunch of money, and they were underage, and they had to go to the bank with their mom and like make up a lie.
Oh yeah, it was something like that. Like
It kinda-
they were scamming a sugar daddy or something, but the sugar daddy ended up being like a kid who was using their parents' credit card or something
Yeah.
like that, and like so they had to be like, oh, I don't know why this happened,
Because didn't they get money?
and they spent all the money, but then it turned out the money that they got wasn't the other person's money or something like that.
Part of me kind of believes like we live in the day and age of scamming. Like, yeah, it kind of seems like that. Cause I feel like so many people like do like even like to a certain extent like just like I feel like there is multiple people who go on these dating apps and just like play with people's emotions, and then even just get like it could even be something small like getting like $200 out of
Oh
them.
yeah, if you do that multiple times.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling it's being used.
But yeah, that's the Tinder Swindler.
My last one is this. I've heard about it, but it's interesting. It's this guy named Victor Lustig. Now this is one from it's from the 90s. Well, he was born in 1890 and he died in 1947. So yeah, it's from the 90s. So basically, he is the man known for selling the Eiffel Tower twice.
Oh,
Now,
icon.
This goes into the whole thing of, is anything actually like is anyone keeping track of anything?
Yeah, so who do you sell it to first?
So basically, he got information, or like it was in the news in Paris that the Eiffel Tower was spending so much money. It costed so much to maintain it, repaint it.
Yeah.
I learned this all from the Wikipedia, by the way, of this guy. So basically, he learned in the newspapers, it says the Eiffel Tower like it's so much to maintain.
Yeah.
So then he invited a small group of scrap metal dealers to a confidential meeting to an expensive hotel. So
it seemed legit. It was at a 5-star place.
Yeah, so at this point, I'm just going to like summarize what happened. So basically, yeah, he had this idea of like, wait, like people would believe, from what I read last night, people would believe that that they're selling it because it's so hard to maintain, so they want to sell it to someone who can buy it. So then he was telling them like, oh yeah, we're gonna sell it. Like he somehow was. So there was like 5 people, let's say.
He's like, anyone want a Venmo?
And then like this is what good scammers do, I guess. So out of those 5 people, he immediately pinpointed one that was just like kind of, I guess, more what did this
Gullible?
Well, I don't even know. Like they probably wanted, but they were more in charge during this time with the dealers. Luxury kept watch on who would be most likely to fall for the scam. So I guess gullible, like more, yeah, it's more likely to fall for it. And then basically, eventually, so then during that meeting, he realized that this guy would do it. So then he had other meetings with him, I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. And then he sold the Eiffel Tower to him for around 70,000 francs. And then he fled to Austria. And I'm assuming 70,000 francs would equal like millions of dollars today.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. But then that happened. So then when he moved to Austria, so his whole plan was he's going to move to Austria, but he wasn't scared because he thought, and he turned out to be right, that the guy he sold the Eiffel Tower to wouldn't ever tell anyone because he'd be too embarrassed.
Oh my God, that was the same thing with the Anna Delvey thing.
What?
Like, I don't know. I watched the fictional Netflix show based on her life, but she scammed this actual really rich socialite woman in New York out of like, I think it was hundreds of thousands. So she used her card at the fancy stores.
Yeah.
And the other girl was so rich that she could afford the losses. And also she was too embarrassed to ever like come forward and be like, yeah, this like 20-something girl like completely scammed me. I let her use my credit card. So she just she just took the losses. So this person took the loss because they were too embarrassed. Because then you would sound like such a dumbass. Like, you thought you were buying the Eiffel Tower? So you went to Holiday Inn. You went to Holiday Inn and thought you were going to buy the Eiffel Tower. Like, I understand why they didn't try to get the money back.
Or like, even if you made it more legit. Say, like, you went to the fanciest hotel in your town and you actually, like, okay, put it in this. Like, okay, someone invites me to the fanciest hotel where we live and they said, do you want to buy the White House? And I fell for it and I actually don't own it. I'd be embarrassed. Like, I for sure would be embarrassed.
I feel like this would be so embarrassing because, he told his family, like, guys, we own the Eiffel Tower. And they were all like, "Oh my God!" And like his wife like told them, "We own the Eiffel Tower. Like, what are we gonna do with it?" And then and a year later, they're like, "What ended up happening with that?" He probably just like, "Oh yeah, like we sold it." Like, do you think he just like brushed under the rug?
Well, okay, I want to know more about this story.
So he was so rich that spending that much money, he could just take as a loss, even though it's so much money.
I mean, I would have to assume because the guy who scammed him moved to Austria, but as I said, he wasn't scared because he just somehow knew, I guess, that this guy would be too embarrassed, Okay. So his plan, so when he went to Austria, he like would look at the newspapers every now and then. His suspicions soon proved to be correct when he could find no reference to this con within their pages.
What year was this?
Let's see. This was in 1925. So 100 years ago, basically. But also, if we're joking about it, like, I want to know, did this guy, so this scammer probably made it kind of legit, and he like gave him like paperwork. So did this guy, because this sounds like the most embarrassing shit ever, go to the Eiffel Tower and say, "Oh, I own this, so can I like get everyone to get off of it?" And they pull up the paperwork, and it was all fake, because that sounds like the most embarrassing situation ever.
We can't even call him a dumbass because, like, how would you know if it's legit? Like, what would make it legit? That's what we're saying. Is everything just fucking fake in life? Because how would you know it's legit? You're actually, especially in 1925, how would you know if it's legit if you're buying the Eiffel Tower? Like, you could even if they brought you to the actual Eiffel Tower, it could still be a con. Like, there'd be no way to fact check anything.
Because it's like a public monument.
Yeah. So honestly, how would you ever know if you weren't getting scammed?
Because what I picture is like, if this was happening nowadays, it'd be way more difficult, I feel like. But you'd be in this hotel and someone would and this person would say, like, I'm the owner of, like, let's just say Amex, since you just started talking about it. I feel like most people wouldn't question it.
At least you'd be able to Google them nowadays.
Yeah, but then to finish the story, because he's known as the guy that did it twice. So then once he found out he was correct, he went to Paris again. But I'm just gonna quote the Wikipedia. However, when Lustig, that's the guy who did this, attempted to con another group of dealers I'm just laughing because this is honestly funny. Dealers and had managed to find a mark among them willing to buy the Eiffel Tower. So he found one person. The police were informed about the scam, and he fled to the U.S. to invade arrest. So I guess he was free. He
got like so much effing money, and then he got greedy and wanted to do it again.
That's the thing. Yeah, it kind of just proves. I'm not like endorsing scamming, but this guy got greedy. Like he could have. Wait, I'm just gonna go on the inflation calculator.
He could have taken his loss. He could have taken his winnings and left, but he tried to double them.
Okay, so we're going on the U.S. dollar inflation calculator. This was in 1925. I know it's in francs, but I think I have a plan. So now it's in 2022. So how am I going to do this? Because this is in dollars. Can I change it? Wait, how do I turn francs from that day and age? I don't know,
because also we wouldn't even know the conversion rate back then, because doesn't that change all the time?
Oh, it changes. Okay, but let's see what it equals nowadays.
Yeah, say, what would 40,000 francs in 1925 be worth?
Oh, wait, what? It says it would equal 1.9 US dollar.
I'm confused.
Wait, $1?
You thought you bought the Eiffel Tower for $1?
Okay, I don't know, but I'm guessing it equals more.
Well, that's fun. I didn't know about that at all.
Oh, okay. It actually 200,000 francs, which if for sure as quadrupled, I'm guessing would equal 217,000. So it's kind of like the same price.
Oh.
Okay, so that's like it would be $70,000 or something, which like is a lot of money.
Might
Especially
go
back then
off.
it would be even more. Yeah, so that's crazy.
I just have two little ones left for mine. I don't know how much this ended up actually selling for, but an OnlyFans model was selling a date for Valentine's Day a couple of weeks ago, being like, she actually said it's really hard to find a date in real life because she's so hot, which I actually believe. Like, I feel like if you're so hot, like, it could be a thing where, like, it's hard to find a date. Like, you would think, like, oh my God, they're so hot, but it's like, no one wants to ever come up to me because I'm so hot. Like I'm
people
so
are
intimidated.
But
Yeah, like
you
my
would think,
beauty
like,
is too much.
With like Tinder though, like when everyone just swipe right.
She just said it was hard and everyone was too scared to ever approach her. So she posted online because I guess she was already doing OnlyFans. So she was like, I don't want to pay to bring me out on Valentine's because like I do want to go on a Valentine's date, but who wants to pay? And the bids actually came in like wildfire. And when I saw this was before Valentine's Day.
This year?
Yeah, the highest bid was at $60K. So she at least made $60K from this one night Valentine's Day. And she said, she said someone even sent her a Rolex on Amazon because they were like, I want to take you on a date.
Wait, was it an actual Rolex?
I know. The quote says, I even had one guy this week buy me a Rolex on Amazon. Absolutely insane. I didn't even know Amazon sold Rolex. It's like, probably is fake, right?
That's a
little $5 fake Rolex. I can't picture buying a Rolex on Amazon. Like,
well, like,
if you're going to buy me a Rolex, you better buy it from Rolex.com or like some fancy store like Neiman Marcus. Like, you're buying it from Amazon? I don't want to open up a Rolex with Amazon Prime packaging.
For some reason, I just would think it would be used or something, like, which isn't bad, but I just don't believe it.
I know, it's like, ew.
Like,
just gross.
It's like someone said, okay, I bought you this Louis Vuitton bag from Amazon.
I know, you
and
see
even
a little.
if they showed me the price, it was like $2,000. Like, I wouldn't just be like, ew, but what I'm trying to say is like, okay, that it's fake.
I know,
it's
like seeing
real.
the little like the Amazon thing that's always in the box, like those little blow up plastic things, you know, that protect it. It's like, and then you see the Amazon stripe on the box. It's like, ew. It's like I want it to be fancy.
I know, it immediately diminishes all the happiness.
Also, just a little quick one. I guess some guy dives for golf balls. And he's made $15 million somehow. So his job is, when you go to a golf course, you hit a golf ball, it goes into the water.
You know when you've been to a golf course.
Oh yeah, I'm such a golfer. But you hit a golf ball, it goes into the pond. No one's gonna go get it. It's like, who cares? Like, we'll just get another one.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, this could be a business. So he dives into all these ponds and golf courses, collects the balls, and then resells them. Like, oh, a used golf ball. I don't know how much he sells them for, but he finds 5,000 of them a day somehow. So obviously he has a business where multiple people are working for him because he wouldn't be himself to find that many.
Yeah.
So he resells them online and he sells 1.5 million golf balls a year. And I don't know if he sells them for like $5 or something because he makes $15 million.
a year, or he's made 15
I
million?
think I actually don't know what his salary is, but that's insane.
Even if he made 50 cents a thing, his business is still making in like over 500,000 a year.
That's crazy because you do think like if you're ever golfing, like you would just be like, who gives a shit? A golf ball was lost. But like, what else is the thing where like everyone thinks it's trash, but you might be able to become billionaires from it?
I was just thinking like when you're at the tennis court, there's always tennis balls everywhere, but I feel like the golf thing is more lucrative because there's so many golf balls. Whereas a tennis court might have 30 tennis balls, and you have to go to like with the golf ball thing. There's so many golfers. Whereas I think the tennis ball thing, you'd only if you went to everywhere in your city, you wouldn't find that much.
The first thing that came to my mind was stealing bowling balls, but that's illegal. Going to the bowling alley, putting them in a duffel bag.
I bet bowling balls are expensive though.
I know, like that. They're heavy.
Yeah. When you mentioned the Valentine's Date one, it reminded me of like years ago. It was on YouTube, and this video popped up in my recommended of people. No, it was probably titled like, "This person made money from losing their virginity," and I guess this person was in college. It was years ago that I watched this, but and they hadn't lost their virginity.
Yeah.
Even though virginity is a social construct. I'm trying to be relatable to everyone that's like TikTokers.
Oh yeah.
'Cause that's what everyone says, I'm pretty sure.
Oh really? It's a social construct.
That's what everyone says. It's like a
Oh,
new
okay.
thing. So yeah, like I'm in that little lane too. But she had bids, and I'm pretty sure it went up because she's really losing her virginity. So like this is so funny. This is a thing, but it went up to like 800,000. I'm pretty sure.
That's just
And
scary.
someone's literally spent. So I guess someone. So I actually don't know how she did this legally because I'm pretty sure in the U.S. Maybe she might have lived in another country, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the video said some. It didn't get to 1 million, but some were like 700, 800,000.
You'd have to have a bodyguard go with you.
Yeah,
Someone who's willing to spend $1 million on taking away someone's virginity. I just get kind of bad vibes.
Yeah, I for sure. Yeah, the thing about I feel like you'd for sure have to be safe about it because you kind of going into it and it's like they're paying $100,000.
Yeah. Also, are you allowed to like make rules like, oh, we can only do this, and like you aren't allowed to like spit on my face or anything, or like?
Because people would be like, but have you lost your fisting virginity?
Oh yeah. Oh my god. I'd be like, I'm gonna go elbow
Lose it
deep.
all in one night. Like that's what I picture.
Elbow deep.
But yeah, that's like another little scammer. These OnlyFans people are scamming you. I'm joking. That was a joke. Do OnlyFans if you want, but get a job. I'm joking.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Is that all of yours then?
No. Yeah, that is. I'm just like.
Wait, but you have some that you're embarrassed of. So you
No,
just don't want to share them.
It actually is.
Oh, okay. We should listen to the other voicemail we have. We have one more voicemail.
Okay.
A little voicemail to, end the episode.
3, 2, 1.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Love the pod. Love you guys. This
Love you
is
too.
Emily, also known as M Dizzle when the Patreon existed. Fun time.
Oh, M
Loved it.
Dizzle!
I remember you.
So I have an "Am I the asshole?" question. So my partner, he really loves being tucked into bed at night. Like he likes to be tucked in, like tuck in the bed around his little ankles, around his shoulders and stuff. He just likes it because he likes to be all warm and cuddly, and he can't do it himself apparently. And so he'll always be like, "Hey, can you tuck me in?" And I'm like, "No," because I hate doing it for some reason. I can't explain it. I don't like doing it at all. It's like the one thing that I'm like, no, I don't want to, but it's also the one thing that he's like, what? Like, please, you're there. Like, please just do it. So I need to know if I'm an asshole or not for being like, no, I don't want to tuck you in.
Thank you so much for sending that. So is she the asshole?
Yeah, thanks for sending that in. Thanks for listening to the pod. And immediately I was thinking, I feel like if you're uncomfortable doing something, then you shouldn't do it. Because maybe you didn't use the word uncomfortable. Like,
She's just kind of just bored of it. She's like, okay, I tucked you in. I get it. It's like this whole thing. Oh my God, you're all cozy before bed. But I can understand on the 14th day of doing it, no matter how much you love someone, it's like, I don't want to do this whole bedtime routine.
Yeah.
I don't have a child. I don't want to, like, even if it makes you so happy, I don't want to do it.
I 100% don't think you're an asshole. I mean, you don't have to be rude about it saying, this is fucking disgusting. You just say, yeah, like, I mean, obviously you guys are dating. Obviously you guys, but yeah, I think it's for sure not rude.
You could just tell him, like, yeah, you know what would make me happy if you gave me a massage for 4 hours straight, but I'm not going to expect you to do that. And it's like, I'm not going to tuck you in. It's like, You're a fucking freak.
And
I'm just kidding.
No, and I think I might know why you're annoyed by it. This is when things get annoying. Is when you view it as a job.
Yeah,
I feel
it was all
in
cute and fun the first day, but then he got greedy, and now it has to be a nightly thing.
Yeah, and I feel like there's like this party, like this would be me if I was in your situation. Like I would view it as a job, and it just is like, this isn't even like cute or fun.
Yeah, it's
anymore.
like too routine. It's too, it's a chore. It's like, say for example, you love making out with your spouse, but then every single day at 3 o'clock, we make out for 5 minutes every day at 3 o'clock. You're going to start dreading that shit because it's now a chore. It's now just this mundane thing.
And then it also, in another aspect, it builds it up to like, oh, like it has to be good.
Yeah, it's just
like
annoying.
When you tuck him in, it has to be good tuck in or whatever.
Yeah, and like what you said by his ankles and all this, it just sounds too technical and just annoying.
Yeah, but I just think you should just tell him like, this makes, I'm just not having fun doing this. And
yeah,
like,
and you could even say like,
I'm assuming it won't be that big of a deal.
Yeah, you could even just be like, oh, maybe on special occasions. Like if it's your birthday or something like, and I'm just feeling it, maybe I will. But yeah, it's not going to be something you can expect from me. I don't want to tuck you in.
Yeah. I feel like that's perfect.
Good luck, M. Dizzle.
It always seems like with most of the am I the assholes, you're not the asshole. It's like, it's kind of like we all have feelings and you should express them.
I know.
Most
But I
of
love
the
how
time.
on the Reddit, am I the asshole? People title it in a way so people click that makes them sound like an asshole.
Like, what did they say?
Like, it will say, like, am I the asshole for ruining my daughter's wedding? So you're like, yeah, you are, fucking asshole. And then you click on it and you read it, and, like, it's totally justified, and, like, he didn't even actually ruin the wedding, and actually his daughter's horrible. So, like, I feel like people clickbait and in the Reddit to make it seem like that is something horrible.
Or if it's a thing where it's like, am I horrible for, like, killing my uncle? When in reality, like, you just didn't realize he was behind your vehicle.
Oh, yeah, and it's like...
I mean,
it's still
like, you aren't
manslaughter,
that.
but...
Like, you're gonna go to prison, but you aren't the asshole.
Yeah.
I'm joking, don't do that.
Basically, being a judge is like, am I the asshole, but, like, a whole nother level.
Oh, yeah, with, like, illegal shit.
Yeah, like, they get to decide. Or they don't even get to decide, right? Isn't it the jurors?
I don't really get it, because, like, there's
Yeah.
laws, so why isn't the law just, like, yes or no?
Yeah, it doesn't
Because,
make
like, then it's
sense.
kind of like, even if the jury is unbiased, like, everyone has bias.
Yeah, because back
towards
to the-
everyone. Like, so if I'm up there and I have, like, a gay voice, immediately people have biases. Even if, like, whatever.
Yeah, because
You know?
the Anna Delvey situation, back to that. So her friend sued her because she was like, she took her friend on a vacation, this fancy-ass vacation. Then she made her friend pay for one of the dinners. And her friend ended up having to pay for it all because Anna Delvey, like, her credit card didn't work. She's like, you just pay for it. And the girl was like, okay. And, but Anna Delvey's lawyer positioned it away in court where it's like, so her friend expected a free vacation and then got mad when she had to pay for it. So it's like, you wanted to go on this 5-star resort vacation and you were mad when you had to pay. So you thought it would all just be handed to you, you know, like, so
Yeah.
the jurors actually sided with Anna Delvey.
Actually, that's so interesting because stuff like that where you're scamming an actual person and not a big business, I feel like, just from the stories we've been talking about, it seems like people get away with it because at the end of the day, like, they're doing it even though it wasn't conscious. Like, it's not like they're knowing they know they're losing money, but like they're like willing to pay for them. So like,
Yeah.
how do you get? I don't know.
With the Anna
swear.
Delvey one, then I've just watched the Netflix thing, and I wasn't even I didn't watch the last 2 episodes because I was like kind of on my computer for some reason. That's so annoying. Like, I invested this time into watching the first 6 episodes, and then the last 2 episodes I didn't even fully watch. But I'm not gonna rewatch them, you know.
Oh yeah,
But from
I'm not a rewatch person.
And even like just reading about it online, it kind of seems like most people are on Anna's, like, they think it's bad, but they aren't really on the friend side because the friend like made a book about Anna, and then Anna, I looked at her Instagram story,
Yeah.
and she exposed the girl because the girl tried to sue her, you know, being like, you scammed me out of all this money, and then she wrote a book about it and sold it and like went on these news stories saying like,
Yeah.
the book's literally called My Friend Anna. So it's like she like monetized this whole thing.
And she's using her name and
And
likeness for sales.
according to Anna's Insta story, this is all alleged. She said that the girl who was trying to sue her said, they said we'd maybe drop the charges if you agree to write a book with her. If Anna agreed to write a book with her. It was something along those lines. I don't remember exactly what it was. So she was like, you're still mad about me doing all these interviews, but like, you wanted me to write a book with you, but you're also saying I'm like this horrible person. So
Oh yeah.
I
So,
think the reason why I feel like the Tinder Swindler is so different because they made someone fall in love with them and all this stuff. But like, say for example, you had a rich friend who brought you out to these club every night, and he paid for the table, which is like $3,000, and you went out to the table all the time getting this free amazing night. He paid for it every time, and then one time you have to pay. I don't feel bad for you. Like, even if you weren't expecting to, it's like at a certain point, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're doing these luxurious experiences. Like, obviously it sucks you have to pay, and you thought he would, but like at the same time, I just don't feel that bad.
Oh yeah, like it also gets to a point where like you like could decline.
Yeah, it's like, so you're, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, with the friend thing, I feel like I get both sides. Like with the friend, with the doing the book thing, even though that is like shady and weird.
But I guess also it's like, might as well monetize.
But then to a certain point, it's like I'm suing you for $500,000. But if we did this, I would just end the lawsuit because I'm gonna make $500,000. So
yeah,
if you
so
think
it's sort
about
of
it
trying to
like
get
a
the money
perspective, because they're literally suing for money. I'm assuming like it does make sense. Like she's not actually like the goal isn't like that crazy. It's kind of like, I mean,
but it's crazy that the jurors sided with Anna.
I know that is crazy because she's like the scammer.
Yeah.
Maybe she wasn't the scammer, and I've been trying to portray her in a bad light.
Maybe it's all lie. Well, that's it, guys.
Thanks for watching or listening.
Bye.
You can watch the after show at youtube.com/LucasJacob after show.
Pay $60.
What should the after show be?
$200 a person.
Yeah. Bye.